Imagine you step into a busy local bakery. The head baker is prepping for the morning rush, but they have a strict limit on their supplies. In the pantry, there are exactly 10 pounds of flour and 8 pounds of sugar remaining. With these ingredients, the baker has two options. They can bake chocolate cakes, which bring in $5 of profit each, or they can bake vanilla cakes, which yield $12 of profit each. The challenge here is finding the exact right combination. The baker needs to calculate how many of each cake to put in the oven to extract the absolute maximum amount of money before the flour and sugar run out completely. In mathematics, setting up this direct profit maximizing plan is called the Primal problem. The Primal problem is the original model that defines how to maximize an objective, like profit, within a set of constraints. By solving it, we get the perfect maximum revenue recipe tailored specifically to the ingredients sitting in front of us. Let's say our baker runs the numbers, finds that perfect combination, and hits the maximum possible profit with those current supplies. The problem is solved. But what happens if a neighbor walks in and hands the baker exactly 1 extra pound of flour? Answering that question is difficult from the baker's current perspective. Adding even a single unit of one ingredient changes the optimal ratio for everything else. To figure out what that flour is worth in final profit, the baker usually has to throw out the old plan and recalculate the entire combination of cakes from scratch. To find the true, immediate value of that single pound of extra flour, we have to stop looking at the output and examine the problem from a hidden mathematical dimension. We leave the busy bakery floor and head into the quiet back office where the accountant works. This is our mirror dimension. The accountant has a different perspective. They do not care about the final cakes. They only care about minimizing costs and assigning an exact value to the raw input ingredients. This view is called the dual problem. The dual problem is a systematic derivation of the original Primal model that shifts the focus from maximizing output to minimizing the total value of the resources used. Here is the mathematical bridge between them. Because these two equations are tethered together, solving the Primal problem to find your cake recipe automatically solves the dual problem for your ingredients at the same time. The maximum possible revenue from the cakes and the minimum valuation of the ingredients are two expressions of one single mathematical result. The revenue earned from the final products will always perfectly equal the computed value of the raw resources required to make them. When that calculation finishes, the dual side of the problem provides a specific set of numbers for our accountant. We call these numbers the dual price. The dual price, also known as a shadow price, is the amount the objective value, the total profit, would increase if we added one more unit of a specific resource. Let's apply that to our bakery. If acquiring 1 extra pound of flour increases the total overall profit of the operation by exactly $3, the dual price of flour is $3. The accountant uses this as a strict buying guide. If a supplier offers extra flour at $2 a pound, you buy it because it generates $3 in profit. If the supplier asks for $4, you pass because buying it would lower the bakery's total earnings. The dual price provides a specific financial target for every resource in the building. Now, consider the sudden chaos of daily reality. A delivery truck arrives and unexpectedly drops off 5 extra pounds of sugar. At the same time, the market price for chocolate cakes suddenly drops. The traditional mathematical response is tedious. You would normally have to throw out the master plan and recalculate everything from a blank page. Modern optimization uses a more efficient method called post-optimal analysis. Post-optimal analysis is the process of adjusting a current optimal solution to account for changes in model parameters without resolving the problem from the beginning. This graph shows our optimal target point smoothly gliding to a new coordinate as the sliders for sugar supply and cake price shift. Because the accountant already knows the dual perspective, the hidden worth of those ingredients, they can update the target plan instantly. Using the dual values allows the baker to update the production schedule with a few simple shifts instead of starting from a blank page. Armed with those quick adjustments, the baker and the accountant update their daily production schedule, keeping their profit margins maximized despite the sudden surprises. This concept of duality is a foundational pillar of linear programming. Linear programming is a mathematical modeling technique used by global logistics and manufacturing industries to manage limited resources as efficiently as possible. Looking at a problem directly tells you what to do. Looking at its mirror perspective exposes the hidden value of the resources required to do it. Understanding the dual side of math gives decision makers the ability to adapt to a changing world without missing a beat.